Happy New Year! That didn't work out the way I was planning. But what a year. If 2020 had a sound, it would probably be a fart. With 2021 just around the corner, you might be knee-deep planning your New Year's resolutions. And if you are, stop. Resolutions don't work, we know this. There is research saying that less than 8% of us are going to keep our resolutions. Well, why? Well, there are a few reasons. For starters, we plan goals, but we have no strategies. We know what we want, but we don't know how we're gonna get there. Second, the goals sound nice and exciting, but English, what is it? But when it comes to chipping away at them day after day, we realize that we were probably way too ambitious and our goals just aren't reasonable. Third, resolutions are too black and white. The instant we feel like we've messed up, we go, oh, it's okay, I'll just start fresh next year. Dude, it's January 3rd, you can't be saying that already. And fourth, let's be honest, change is hard. This is a thing, I've read about this. Our brains are literally physiologically hardwired to look for patterns and regularity. So when we try to change those patterns, our brains literally say, no. Now, does this mean there's no hope for goal setting in 2021? Of course not, but it does mean that as opposed to just pulling resolutions out of your fanny, you're probably going to need to think about your goals for next year on a much deeper level. Allow me to introduce you to micro goals. Instead of setting New Year's resolutions where I decide what I want to accomplish in the next year, I use micro goals. The term is probably self-explanatory, but we're going to run through an example using a goal that you might have as a freelancer. Now, I'm old school, I love writing things by hand on paper, and I usually end up putting them in Google Drive anyway because it's easier to maintain a digital copy, but find a system that works for you, all right? Okay, bear with me, I know this setup isn't perfect, but I'm like a virgin, this is my first time doing this. All right, let's say you have a goal of making $5,000 a month as a freelancer. Oh, hey, look at that. All right, so 5K a month is great, but how the F are you going to get there? Let's break it down. When I'm working with my students, ideally, they're landing clients for at least $1,000 a month each. So if we assume this, then we'll need to maintain 5 clients a month at $1,000 each. Boom, money. God, I write like a third grader. All right, now this is where a lot of people would stop, but here's the problem. You can't actually directly control how much money you make. You can't force $1,000 a month from 5 clients. What you can control, however, are the habits that you must regularly execute that will influence the money you make. Think of it like this. What are some actions that you can take every single day to increase your odds of landing clients? You can source new leads, you can send more cold or warm emails. Those are 2 perfect examples. So let's add this to our chart. Maybe we just do a big fancy arrow right here, like this. And we want to make sure that we make these goals concrete so that we can measure them. So let's say, for instance, that every day we will commit to source 50 leads and send 15 emails. If the camera is shaking, I'm sorry. So these would be your micro goals. You need to focus on what you can control. You can't control this or this. You can't actually directly control the money you make. You can control this. Make sense? Now I like to take this one step further and I create for myself a little daily checklist, like a daily to-do list, where I would put these things and I'd have to check them off every single day. And this is how you can keep yourself accountable. As opposed to just having the thought in your mind, like, oh, I need to source more leads, I need to send more emails. When you put these things on paper and force yourself to acknowledge them and acknowledge whether or not you did them, you're far likelier to stay on track and stay accountable and work towards your goal. Oh, no. All right, we're back here. So that's just one very simple example for how you can use micro goals to work towards your big overarching goal in 2021. And you can use this approach with anything. You can use it for your business and you can even use it for your personal life. I want to drink more water in 2021, so I'm going to use this strategy to help me stay on track and make sure that every single day I'm getting what I need. And I'm even going to break it down by the times of day, because obviously if I want to drink 150 fluid ounces of water a day, I can't wait until 10 p.m. to do it unless I want to explode in the middle of the night. That was gross, sorry. I'm all about goals. I have them plastered all over my office. Every 3 months, I write a 90-day letter to myself. I got that one from Lenarduzzi. If you are interested, I'll put the link to it in the description below. Goals keep you going. You can have goals for everything. But I hope this video helps you see that it's not enough to merely say, oh, in 2021, I want to make $5,000 a month as a freelancer, or whatever. If your goal in 2021 is to make 5K as a freelancer or much more, it's not too late to join my January challenge, where I will be working side by side with a group of professionals to help them land their next client in 4 weeks. The program is launching January 4th, so I'm closing enrollment soon. If you think you might be interested in enrolling, send me an email right now so we can talk more. Before you go, please support my channel by giving this video a thumbs up and help my content rise to the top of YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new video, and I'll catch you guys next time.